Let's turn now to Kogi State, where Governor Yahaya Bello has approved a 100% increment in the allowance of members of the National Youth Service Corps deployed to Kogi for their mandatory one-year service. The governor approved the raise considering the current economic realities and the overall importance of the NYSC scheme to national and state development. He spoke during the closing ceremony of the 2023 Batch B Stream 2 of the NYSC at the State's Orientation Camp in Kaba, Bunu local government area. The governor also announced a donation of 37.7 million naira as logistics support for the Youth Corps members as they move to their respective places of primary assignments and called on private sector employers to prioritize their welfare. The health story, a public health advocacy group is seeking prosecution of more medical professionals who fall short in their duties during patient care across some hospitals in the country. The group believes many medical practitioners take the liberty to do wrong to the long, tedious and sometimes difficult justice system. Health correspondent Kemi Balogun has more.
Over time, there has been an increase in the volume of reported cases of medical negligence across the country. But despite the high number of victims, there has been a very low level of formal complaints or even lawsuits. Reports say this could be largely due to ignorance, poverty, or even the reluctance to seek redress against the offending medical practitioner. Things now seem to be taking a different turn with the recent criminal prosecution and first ever landmark conviction of Dr. Ejike Orji on a medical negligence case in a Lagos court. The case took close to 5 years before his recent conviction and suspension of his medical license.
The Lagos State government has shown that nobody is bigger than the system. The family of this Dr. Ejike's victim, he has left a hole in their lives. The kid is traumatized. The kid will never be the same. This was an active kid. This was an athletic kid, was playing basketball, could have even gone pro, who knows? But because of the actions of Dr. Percennt Ejike Orji, this child has been cut short as far as his physical viability is concerned.
The word here is also to encourage Nigerians to take legal steps whenever they find themselves in a case of medical negligence, because all patients have rights.
Your doctor should always advise you on your treatment options. You have a right to know what you're being treated for, how you're being treated, what you're being treated with, and you can research.
Medical negligence is said to be the failure of the medical practitioner to exercise a reasonable duty of care in the course of duty as a professional. Some key factors that fall under this line of action are failure to attend promptly to a patient requiring urgent attention, making an incorrect diagnosis, failure to obtain the consent of the patient, and also failure to see a patient as often as his medical condition warrants. According to a research paper done in 2021, more than 30% of Nigerian patients indicated that treatment they received from their doctors had caused more damage than their original health problems. Despite this number of victims, the cases recorded or filed as lawsuits remain extremely low. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.